What's up, YouTube? Georgia Silver Hunter back with a $2 half-dollar hunt. Actually, I say 2 boxes. I have 4 this week from Wells Fargo, but I only picked up these 2. As you can see, I've already opened them up. I've checked the enders. I have no NIFCs, no proofs, no silver, but that doesn't stop us. We're going to go ahead and jump right into these rolls. I will bring you in on our first find, and I guess we'll start with this box first. So here we are on roll 47, and literally it was an ender, but it was on this side, and it is a really, really bad NIFC. We're pretty beat up. We got a little ring of death. I'm going to call this a find, but at the end of the day, this just goes back in the bin and back to the bank. I'm not real hopeful when I open these Loomis boxes. They haven't produced for me in several, I would say, weeks to possibly months. But I continue to get them because you never know when that magic box is going to come along. One of my first big boxes was a Loomis box, so I know these will produce. You just have to keep pushing. That said, I got 3 rolls there. I have pulled a bunch of 71Ds, some 74Ds, and some 77Ds to put under the scope here in a few minutes. And if you don't see me again, if we get right into the box, it means these haven't produced and there was nothing in those 3 rolls. So with that, I'm holding out hope. We're going to keep hunting. We'll get into that next box if we don't find anything here. See you soon. So we went through the remainder of that box. Didn't have anything to show for it. No DDOs, no varieties, nothing there. So we're going to get into the second box and hope for the best. So here we are with box number 3 this week from Loomis. I'm hoping at least one of the, I have 2 more boxes actually to go through. I'm hoping one of these 2 turn these boxes around for Loomis. I've already opened these, checked both ends, no enders, no proofs. There was a, I can't remember if it was this box or the other one. There were a couple of shiny ones, but they didn't look like they were even NIFCs. But I'll get into them and hopefully bring you in if we find something. So it's taken us a good long while. We're over 3.5 boxes in on this hunt, and I think I've probably done 8 or 12 Loomis boxes over the last several weeks without silver. And on roll, I think it's 30, if I got my count right. We've got a little bit of something in here. It's dirty, but it is a 1968D, it looks like. I will take it all day long. It's my first silver in Loomis in a very long time. I saw another shiny one in here. Let's check it while we can. Oh, wow, we got a double. I mean, it's not silver, but it is the hard to find 1987. Is that a P or a D? Let me see. Looks like a P. So 1987, so we got a hard to find NIFC and a single 40%er. So we still have over 20 rolls to go through, and I have another whole box. So at least for this week, though, with Loomis, we've been able to find 1 silver. I'll take it any day of the week. So we're getting down here towards the end of the box, and I didn't bring you guys in because we already found silver, and I didn't want to make a big deal out of these because they're not that big a deal, but we did find a 2010P, what else do we have here? A 2005D, and a 2007D as we were going through these rolls. None of those are in great shape, but we have them. So this box is shaping up to be better than a lot of our Loomis boxes. I'm bringing you in here, though. We're on roll 47. And as I was peeling these things back, I saw something shiny. And it's our second 1987 of the box, which is an NIFC. But this is a clad San Francisco proof, which would definitely be technically an NIFC. But this came from a proof set. So we got an 87. This is pretty cool. So 2 87s on the box. I'll take it. This needs to be shined up a little bit or get the fingerprints off of it. I know I'm putting my finger all over it. That's okay. But I got to get through the rest of these. We got 3 rolls left, and then I'm going to jump into that next box. All right, well, we finished up box number 3. We had a couple. I threw the NIFCs already back, but we had 3 keepers. The 1968 40% silver, the 1987 NIFC Clad, and the Clad Proof 1987S. So let's jump in to box number 4. So I have just been ripping through these rolls as fast as we could because I'm a little bit under a time crunch to get this last box done. Along the way, I have found 2 necklace coins, which I didn't find in the last box at all. So I found 2 in this box, so that made up for it. I'll put those up there. And going through one roll, I usually just kind of spread them out to see if anything looks interesting. And this was near the front. It fell out, a 1982P. And under visual inspection, that FG does not look to exist. So I put it under the scope here. Give me just a second. Putting it here under the scope, same coin, you will see that there is absolutely no FG, none whatsoever. So this is a pretty cool find. The reverse is in fantastic shape. The front of it is a little bit jacked up. We've got some scratches and whatnot, but outside of the scratches, it's a darn good looking coin. So this is definitely a find. A 1982, no FG. We're going to put that up here with our necklace coins just so we don't lose track of it. And I will spread these out. I'll go through them and look for additional errors and varieties, but I was just kind of very quickly hunting these looking for some silver. So pretty cool. So in these 4 boxes, we have found some silver. We have found a proof. We have found some NIFCs, especially that 87. And here we go with a no FG. So pretty cool. So as I said, I'm slowly making my way through these after having opened them all, just quick hunting for silver. And I think I may have come across the world's ugliest clad proof. Somebody has written on it. It has been marked on the sides as being nothing. But it is, I've put it under the scope, in fact, a 1977S. And I have a little cup full of like really bad and ugly beat up quarters and halves that I'm hanging on to. And I'm going to toss this in there because that is awful. But it's a proof, so I'm going to hang on to it. Hopefully we'll find a little bit more in here. So we have reached the end of box 4 and we really didn't find anything else. So we had our 2 necklace coins, which we find all the time, and it's just someone that's drilled a hole in the $50 to turn it into a necklace. We had our really busted 1977S clad proof, not worth anything, but I'm going to put it in my ugly coin bin. And the one coin that may have the most value out of all 4 boxes is this 1982P, no FG. I'm going to look this up and maybe try to give it a grade. I'll put it down in the bottom of the video here so you can see what I think it's worth according to Redbook and PCGS, but of course, you know, I'd have to find a buyer. But this is actually a pretty cool find, a 1982P no FG. Outside of that, the other real finds of the box, or the 4 boxes, were these 2 coins here, which we had a 1968 40% silver, and this 1987 P, and actually I think there was one more. Where did I put it? It was right here, this 1987S clad proof. So those 4 are the real finds of the box. I had some NIFCs. I've already thrown them back in the boxes for return. With that, I'm going to close this up. I know this has been real slow. The $50 have been slow of late. The silver seems to have dried up a bit, so I've had to search a little harder for varieties and errors. But I was very thankful. The silver that I got today was the first time I had found silver in a Loomis box in a very, very long time. So I've got a few Brinks boxes on the way, hopefully picking those up today. And I may live stream those. We'll see. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make a video. Anyway, if you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you coming and checking out my content. If you haven't already, look down below this video, click that like button, click that subscribe button, click the bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. With that, take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.